can just give me a ping on the chat and just let me know that we are back live again, and I will get GameTech's excellent video back running from the beginning again. We have time, so this is actually all fine. Unexpected Paladin says live. Anti-Virgin Train says hi again. Good, good, good. You are in sync. We are in sync. Excellent. Good game. Awesome. Yeah, JD disconnected. Right, okay. Looks like we're all back live again. Everything is good. Right, let's go and watch GameTech's video. All right, folks. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you later.
Hello everyone, welcome to GameTechUK and another train sim video. In this video I'm going to take you on the class 375 from Faversham to Rochester. We're going to be stopping off on the way because I've always had a huge fascination with how real life is represented in video games and how video game developers go about reproducing real life. We're going to stop off at each station, have a look around, compare it with real life with footage that I've recorded myself, and we're going to compare it and talk about it. So let's get on with today's video. So we're starting our journey today at Faversham, a lovely town actually, and this is a really nice station with lots of sort of Victorian architecture about it. We've got the 375 pulled into the station, we've got another 375 come up, and we're going to couple them together. Actually, we're not going to couple it, we're just going to oversee it while the drivers do that, and from then on we're going to take it to Sittingbourne. So here we go, they're going to couple them together. We've got this lovely young lady in here in charge of the second 375, and we're just going to wait while they couple those together. And I love all the detail in the trains, you've got to admit, it's just done so well, and it just makes me so happy to play this game. I absolutely love it. Right, here we come. There we go. Yeah, the amount of detail, if you love trains and love machinery, train sim never fails to impress. Right, we've got to go down the front of the train and take this to Sittingbourne. So we're going to make our way down and say goodbye to Faversham. That's it. We're going to get in. Sit down, of course. Okay, so we're just going to wait for the passengers to load, get comfortable on board, and then we're going to make our way to Sittingbourne. All our passengers are all loaded up, they're all comfortable and happy to start their journey on their way to Sittingbourne. So we're just coming out of Faversham now, and I do love some of the views you can get. It's absolutely fantastic. It's like having your entire train line or your own sort of model railway on your screen whenever you want it. I think it's fantastic. And all the surrounding areas, of course, like the detail isn't like spot on there, you know, but it's not really about the surrounding area. They're just there to be representative of the area. The real detail is in these lovely trains and the train track itself as well. I think they're just amazingly detailed. I love the 375 and I love the 395, the Javelin that it comes with as well. That's where we was coupled up. Yeah, it's a very, very nice DLC, and by far my favourite DLC. I could play this, drive the 375, drive the 395 and the new DLC train as well all day long. Yeah, it's really, really cool. And I love these camera controls as well. The way you can just go around the train and just check everything out. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Right, we're going to join up again when we get to Sittingbourne. So we're only 0.7 away from Sittingbourne now as we slowly start our descent into Sittingbourne. We're just going to slow down. And I can show you some good comparison videos with real life and compare how well they've done. And trust me, they have done absolutely fantastic as well. Yeah, they really have. So we're just going to cruise into town. I'm going to stop slightly short just so I can show you the comparison videos as well. So we're just going to cruise in nice and slow here. I like Sittingbourne actually. It's a great town. I've lived here for many, many years and used this station hundreds of times, countless. Okay, so we're just gonna, like I say, we're just gonna stop a little bit short. Actually, we're not. Okay, here we go. We're gonna come in. Perfect. We've unlocked the doors, now we're going to go and have a look around. Now, the first thing you'll notice, and we've spoken about this in previous live streams, is the two bridges. So we've got this old bridge here, footbridge by the way, and we've got this new one down here. Now, with the current situation in the world, and particularly in this area, we're on our third lockdown. I haven't been on a train for absolutely ages. I can't even remember the last time I come to this station. And we come up here today to film these shots, and lo and behold, this bridge has completely disappeared. I always thought it was a bit weird that they had two bridges here, and it's actually nice that it's been recreated in this game for us to remember locally. But yeah, this bridge it's just not here anymore. It's gone. It's quite shocking to see. You'll see there's an exit here. Now the game is actually depicting this as the entrance and the exit, but this is more of an exit, and you can see it looks very, very similar in real life, albeit without the actual bridge. And as we come down here, the comparison shots, I mean, it is done very, very well. And when it is your local station, you can have a critical eye, but like I say, I think it's done absolutely fantastic. This part here is the entrance. They haven't modelled that for whatever reason, but the actual entrance to the station is here. As we come down here, you'll see the new bridge as well. I say new, it's probably been here for years. You know what it's like when you call something new. It's probably been here 4 or 5 years. But yes, it is very true to life, the way it's depicted. And we can even go up these stairs as well. I mean, I know stairs is stairs, but this is cool just knowing that this is your local station. So if we go across the bridge as well, we can have a sweeping shot over to the right hand side. And the comparisons are so impressive. Over on the left hand side, the same thing. Oh, and also in the previous streams, I've told you about this sort of fairly new roundabout, actually. There's a lot of regeneration in this area. Them two buildings over there are a cinema complex that isn't open yet, unfortunately. It was built throughout COVID, but it hasn't opened. And this roundabout is fairly new as well, probably only about a year old. So it's nice that they've included all the new sort of local architecture and sort of, you know, really, really done it well. We're running a little bit late because we've been sightseeing, but now we're going to get on our way to Rainham and hopefully stop at Newington on the way. Like I say, let's say goodbye to Sittingbourne, and hopefully you'll agree, it was pretty impressive. Like I say, I love these camera views you can do. So cool. And it's such a relaxing game as well. I never feel stressed playing this game. I get it wrong sometimes and go through a red signal. That can be quite stressful. But in terms of just playing the game, it is a very, very relaxing experience. And for that, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I love the way you can just, you know, move up the line and just wait for your train to come past and just enjoy the various views. Speed him up a little bit. There we go. I love this bit as well. It's the child in me. So here we are at Newington. You don't stop at Newington in the game, but it is all fully modelled. As you can see, it's got the right bridge in there. Everything is absolutely as it should be. 4 lanes through there. Yeah, it's really, really cool. Yeah, it's just really fascinating that you can recreate something like this in a game and for it to be absolutely believable. It's always fascinates me. And this is such a quaint little train station, but it's all modelled correctly. You can see here that I was parked right there with my motorbike, just going out and making these videos for this particular video. But yeah, everything is all as it should be. And like I discussed on a previous live stream, this is so quaint, this little train station. It is literally just at the bottom of a road. You come down here and there it is. So let's make our way to Rainham. Here we are, we're coming into Rainham, and again I've got some more comparison shots for you. But a lovely station, actually, a really, really nice station. That's actually just recently gone under quite extensive renovation. So we're going to come in nice and slow. That's it. Let's unlock the doors, let the passengers out, and then go sightseeing. Again, detail second to none, and you can pick any location and sort of compare it with the real life, and someone has taken a lot of trouble to do this correctly as well. Also got the signal box down here. I love the signal boxes here. There's one at Gillingham which I'm going to show you as well. But yeah, everything is exactly as you would expect. But even the trackside detail, like the signal box there, is just fantastic. And yeah, they haven't put the pub in, but they put the buildings in the right place. First time I tried this route, I was really actually impressed with... Oh, let's give him the horn. I was really impressed with the way that on the left hand side as you come past, they've really modelled the maintenance area. I used to have a fascination with this area when I was young. There's a path going all the way along the right hand side, and I used to take my push bike down there and watch the trains mess about shunting, going through the actual train wash. The train wash obviously is newer than when I used to go there, but you'll see as we go through the train wash, it's modelled perfectly, and you can get the camera just to the right hand side and get a really good shot of it. But all this stuff here, including the actual train maintenance shed as well, everything's been modelled absolutely perfectly. So here's the train wash, and you can see the real life comparison there, which I think is pretty cool. Same thing with the train maintenance shed as well. That's all looking absolutely perfectly. We've got the footbridge, the crossing, and the signal box as well, which I'm going to take you to in a second. But first, let's get into Gillingham and let's do some more comparison shots. Here we are at Gillingham. This is another station that's undergone recent renovation. It used to be a bit dingy. Some parts of it are still quite dingy, but on the whole, it's been really, really improved. So let's pull into the station, let our passengers out, and then we'll do some comparison shots. I love the way you can go up to the footbridge and walk all around the station. I absolutely love it, and you can see it's all done absolutely as per real life. Like I said before, you can pretty much choose any position, stand there, have a look around, and compare it with the real life comparison, and it does give you an extra appreciation for the amount of work that goes into video games and simulators like this, and it really does make me appreciate it on another level. I like the way that even though you don't go on this line, they've still modelled it, and they haven't got the safety cutouts in the wall, but everything else is pretty much like for like. Before we leave Gillingham, let me take you back to that footbridge just so we can compare some views from the railway crossing and the other signal box. Like all kids though, I used to have such a fascination, particularly about this railway crossing as well, with the signal box, and I used to be so fascinated by the way the cars could actually go on the railway track when I was young. But here it's all represented just like real life. Very, very impressive. We can even go up on the bridge as well and do a couple of comparison shots across here, which looks pretty cool, and across here as well. So you can see the signal box, you can see the start of the Gillingham train station as well, and it's all done just very, very well. We can even go down the other side. It's all really good, and like, you know, you don't have to stop here. That, you know, it isn't designed in a way that, you know, it's scripted that you have to stand here. It just so happens that if you want to stand here and check out the detail, you most certainly can. So that was Gillingham, and hopefully you're enjoying the video so far. We are going to make our way out of Gillingham now and on our way to Chatham, and there's a cool bit of architecture that I've always loved at Chatham Station, so I'm going to show you that. Let's see this little bridge up here. I've always had fond memories of this bridge. So this little bridge up here, I used to bring all of my children up there and sit them in the pushchair and just wave at the trains as they go past. And yeah, I love this little train bridge up there, and my kids always used to ask me, "Dad, can we go to the train bridge and wave at the trains?" And it always used to be a case of, yeah, okay, we'll wave at one, oh, can we wait for the next? Sometimes we would be up there for hours at a time, but fond memories. Let's make our way to Chatham. So here we are at Chatham. I love Chatham Station actually. Like I say, there's a cool bit of architecture that I want to share with you. So we're going to come into here. And now we're on the main line to London. So if we carry on, we would end up at London. But we're not going to go that far in today's video. So let's open up the doors for the passengers. And let's go and have a walkabout. I'm just enjoying the fact that you can pretty much stand anywhere and can compare the views of real life, and they are pretty much spot on. I find it very, very fascinating. Now, the piece of architecture that I wanted to share with you is not really architecture as such, but more design than architecture. I used to love, again, when I was younger, I used to be so fascinated with these archways. I think they're so cool. And they just look really old and weathered and strong. They're holding up the station above. I absolutely love it. So I'm really pleased that they included these. If we go up the other end of the platform, you can see the sort of parking area outside of the station is pretty authentic as well, as is the tunnel mouth as well. A lovely tunnel mouth, actually. Yeah, it's all up this end of the platform. Even though this isn't the busiest end, you're still getting to some fantastic replication of real life. Now it's time to leave Chatham and make our way to Rochester, and Rochester is actually a fairly new station, so that would be quite exciting to show you that. There's also a derelict part as well, which I'm going to show you just before we get to the new section. So let's make our way to Rochester. Now, this used to be the original Victorian Rochester station, and it was Rochester station for probably as long as anyone can remember, but they've actually moved it, and they've moved it just 700 yards down the road, which I'll show you in a second. But yes, this is all absolutely derelict now. Let's look at it from outside. This is all absolutely derelict now, and it does make sense to move it up the road. It is a very central position now. It was always awkward to get to, but yeah, this is absolutely derelict now. And again, I'm really glad that they've included it in the game. All the canopies have gone just like real life. I couldn't get up here to do any footage, although it does literally just look like this now. But yeah, very interested in that it's included in the game. So let's carry on to the brand new station. We've arrived at Rochester, and this is actually our final destination, but let me show you a few shots from Rochester Station. I called it the new station. This actually opened in 2015 and it cost £26 million, so it's not as new as I first thought. But yeah, if we have a look around, this is actually a really nice station. Looks more like a sort of London inner city station rather than something that we're used to around here, but it is very, very nicely done, and at £26 million it really should be. There's a lot of regeneration going on in this area actually, and this is the city of Rochester, although I don't think it's got city status at the moment, but yeah, it is a really, really nice town. Also, we've got this area just here. Now, in the 80s and 90s, this used to be one of the places to go to. This car park area used to be a market every Friday, and it was one of the busiest places you can imagine. And this is now a car park, and it looks exactly like this. And you can see that we've got the castle and the cathedral up there as well. All of it is just absolutely perfectly represented here at Rochester. But I think it is time now to head for the exit and make our way out of Rochester towards the end of the video. So there you go. Hopefully you've enjoyed our journey from Faversham to Rochester, hopefully with a bit of interest along the way, showing how a video game like this can really recreate and reproduce real life. If you want to know more about my channel, there should be a link in the description if you want to come over and say hello. There's plenty of train sim as well as everything else going on the GameTechUK UK channel. But that is it, everyone. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
What a fantastic video that was. Brilliant. Thank you, GameTechUK, UK, for that amazing video. And don't forget to go and give GameTechUK a follow if you're not already someone who watches his streams. Right. let's just go quickly back to today's schedule. Coming up next is the Train Simulator 2021. We're going to be having Northern Alex take us on a run on the Dresden Riesa route. Sorry, am I a bit quiet? I'll talk closer to the microphone. The volumes are the same as they were earlier on, so I don't know quite why they're all of a sudden quiet. Oh, never mind, was me. Class. Yes, so Riesa Dresden is coming up now with Northern Alex. So rather than sit here waffling, let's just get on and watch Northern Alex do his thing. Big thank you once again to GameTechUK for that amazing video. Thank you. Let's get on with Northern Alex.
Hello friends of virtual railroading, hello friends of the Northern Entertainment, welcome to my entry to the March Madness here on Railfan TV. Dovetail Games very graciously invited me once again to submit, and here is my submission. I will be your host and your train engineer for the next hour or so. Let's get the lights set up here. There we go, lights are set up, PZB is activated, Zifa is activated, and we are ready to go. We are on board of the Regional Express 50 from Riesa to Dresden in the recently released Bahnsteig Riesa Dresden route add-on, and this route add-on was supplied to me by Dovetail Games, so here's also the disclaimer on that one for YouTube. And yeah, let's talk about this. Actually, we will talk about the route while we are going. But while we are waiting here for the last passengers to board, I am going to talk very quickly about the things that you can get in this DLC. And that is 55 kilometers or 35 miles of a route from Dresden. Main road. Main. Wow, hard. 55 kilometers or 34 miles, the route from Dresden HBF to Riesa HBF via Coswig. It also includes the adjacent 23 kilometers of fast lines for the Intercity, as well the Intercity Express and the rail of freight services. It includes a total of 18 stations, and it has also various line-side industries, including docks, chemical sidings, and industrial parks, authentic signal and signage implementation. And in terms of rolling stock, you have, of course, the Doppelstoppwagen for the regional expresses, and then you have container wagons in various liveries, including Ocean Network Express, tanker wagons in grey livery, 7 career scenarios. It is quick drive compatible, and in terms of engines, you have the BR1460, the BR146.2, the BR101, BR189, and the BR144, all in DB liveries. And as you can see, we have a green signal here. Yeah, I know. Zifa. I'm gonna talk about PZB and whatnot as we continue on here. At the moment, our line speed is 80. You can see down below the HUD is activated. I do not have a track plan for this particular route, so yes, I think that it makes just sense to have the HUD activated, because it gives us the information that we normally would have on a track plan or a route plan of this particular route. Track speed now, as you guys probably seen here on that white signage that was there, is 12, and 12 at 0, then you have 120. So that is our line speed for now. And yeah, we are... Oh, yeah, so much for that. This was our line speed. Now, however, we have a advanced approach. So, I'm gonna be slowing down a little bit. You can see now that we are in V-Überwachung 85, which means that basically velocity is controlled, or is is checked constantly whether or not we are going faster than 85 kilometers per hour. And we have another advanced approach here that shows us, yeah, that the next signal could be red. So we are not going to go any faster for now. Our next stop is in 3.7 kilometers. Let's see here. Acknowledge this one. Oh, well, what do you know? And here we are. Back to line speed. Well, once the once V-Überwachung 85 is extinguished. There we go. Wonderful. And 2.7 kilometers for our next stop, which is Glaubitz on platform 1. And here we have the tank cars that I was talking about. Wonderful. Since I am running with all systems activated, I'm not going to look around like crazy. I mean, I look around a little bit, of course. But we want to make sure that we acknowledge all signals, and we want to make sure that I don't speed, don't run over advanced warning signals and not acknowledge them, therefore causing emergency brake applications. That's all stuff that we really don't need. 700 meters to the next stop. So I am gonna start to decelerate now. And I'm not 100% sure in how far the brake application, or how aggressive the brake application really is. Oops. That was rather aggressive on my part here. That was more aggressive than I wanted that to be honest. Slowly, slowly, slowly to the end of the platform. 24. Yeah, I know. And the H denotes where we would ideally come to a stop. Right there. Opening our doors, and we are a minute late, I think. So yeah, I think a minute late is not too bad. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a outside view here of our regional express. And like I said, our power unit here is a BR142. Sorry, a BR146. And now we are waiting for the doors to be closed. Doors are closed indeed, so off we go. Once again. Next stop, Nünchitz, platform 1. It is rather noisy, isn't it? And if you are indeed from this area, then let me know in how far you think this is realistic. keep our... No. We're gonna keep our eye out here on signals, but there's nothing coming up for a while yet, so that's good. Our next stop is going to be in 2.17 kilometers, so I'm thinking we're not gonna go much faster than 100 here. And what do we have here, I wonder? Oh, an IC, an intercity. Very nice. I like that livery. Now keep in mind, I am not an expert when it comes to the signage or to the signals that we will encounter here by any stretch of the imagination. I know enough to get a train from A to B without, well, ideally without any emergency brake applications these days, and believe me, this was not always the case. Oh, here we have some little garden colony. And back there you can see here as we are arriving in Nünchert. Back there is indeed some industry. Okay, let's try to stop as close as possible here to the end of the platform, because we would like to get everybody on and off the train without having to move too much. There we are. Open the doors, and once again, let's get our passengers on and off. We should have been here at 8:56. We arrived at, I do believe it was 8:57:30, so that's a minute 30. I think that is still good enough. Oh, we're done here. We're good to go. Once again. Next stop, Niederau. Platform 1. In 21.1 kilometers. So we can actually go line speed here for once. Yeah, you can see here line speed 120, so I am going to take a little bit here back. What do we have here? Our signal is green, green all ahead. Wonderful. 114, now it can be a little bit faster. You don't want to go too fast for sure, but you don't want to go too slow either, because then it gets really difficult to keep your schedule. And we are, after all, already about a minute 30 late. So I would like to keep it around there if at all possible. Oh, what's going on here? 120. Oh yeah. There's really no point in us accelerating much because while there was 130 technically, now it's going down to 120 right away. So we're just gonna keep it around 118. Honestly, I don't think I should have, or I technically would have not need to acknowledge that one. I did regardless though. And 15 kilometers to go. Yeah, if you are from that area, then let me know in how far this is realistically depicted. I would say it is, but I honestly, who am I to judge? Because I don't know the area. I've never been on a train in that area, anywhere close to that area, to be honest with you. Thirteen kilometers to go. Wow, there is a lot more signage in general happening here than like not only signals but also signs on the side of the railroad compared to what you have in Train Sim World 2. So that is really something that I do have to acknowledge. And since I play a lot of Train Sim World 2, that is something that really, yeah, you really notice that. 11.28 kilometers for our next stop. Or till our next stop in Niederau. I got a little bit fast here. So I am going to slow down ever so slightly. 8.5 kilometers roughly for our next stop. I do have to say that I kind of wish we had the option to have the overlay as unobtrusive and really unintrusive, like we have here in Train Simulator. That would be really nice, to be honest. Just because, yeah, I don't mind the display like that. As I said, if you don't have a track book or a route book, then this is definitely, yeah, welcome. We are driving here through the countryside. You can see fields and lots of trees on the left and on the right. There's a little town over there. Nope. That was not what I wanted. Another 5.7 kilometers. I do have to say Train Sim or Train Simulator aged well. The graphics are still nice and crisp. They are not exactly like Train Sim World, but they come close. I mean, especially on these newer DLCs. Yeah, I'm kind of curious if we managed to make up time or if we lost time or where we are on that. We have 3.7 kilometers to go, and well, our estimate time of arrival is 9:11. Or actually, our planned arrival is 9:11. And uh-oh, now I'm speeding. Yeah, that's one way to make up time. And our estimate time of arrival right now is 9:10:21. Well, that's pretty accurate. And we are already arriving in 2.5 kilometers, though. .7 kilometers. I am not going to speed up at this point. Ah, another freight train. There's a lot of those on this road. Slowly bringing her to a stop. Niederau, platform 1. Exit to your exit to your left. Wow. We actually must have made up some time because we are... Yeah, we are 20 seconds early. Not bad, not bad. I'd say. And we are about halfway through our route here. So we have time to look around a little bit here. And like I said, while it's not quite the quality of Train Sim World 2 for sure, it is definitely up there though. All right, the doors are closed. Everything is green. And off we go. Next stop, Windböhler. Windböhler, I think. Platform 1. And only 2 kilometers. Wow, that's not very long. Yeah, really, there is not much point in being much faster than this because, well, we have to slow down again. Already. In 500 meters. Well, we're stopped again. Yeah, that was a little bit too much. That's the problem. You try to be a YouTuber and you try to be a train engineer. Something's gonna give. And here we are. Noisy little train, eh? Now, the one thing that I always really enjoyed about Train Simulator compared to Train Sim World, and maybe I just didn't pay attention, or maybe but the one thing that I did notice always is that you have the sparks happening. I think we're good to go. All green, doors closed. Let's go. Next stop, Buswick, platform 4. In 4.2 kilometers, in fact. And this now was a speed sign that I did not have to acknowledge because it didn't have a magnet beside it. If there is a magnet beside it and you do not acknowledge the speed reduction coming up and you are faster than what that speed reduction shows there, then, well, you're in for a surprise. Oh, what's going on here? $100 coming up. Oh, not 100 coming up. There is actually a speed reduction, temporary speed reduction to 100. Normally line speed here would be 120. But that's okay because we have to come to a stop here anyway, so it's all good. So we can just, at this point I'm just gonna let it roll out. As much as possible. Oh. Or not. Oh, I'm thinking they're probably gonna bring us on a different... Yeah, if I would have to guess, they're probably gonna bring us on a different track. Yeah, there you go. So that's why. Makes sense. Coswick, Plattform 4, Ausstieg links. Coswick, Platform 4, exit to your left. Beautiful. Ow. And we are... Well, we were supposed to be here at 9:18. It is 9:19. I guess we lost a little bit of time here, but that's okay. This is pretty much the halfway point of our journey here, ladies and gentlemen. Doors are closed, all green. Off we go. And you can see here how we are, yeah, I'm not sure what that signal is. Wow. Well, we're not gonna be going faster than 45 for the moment. Next stop is in 7.25 kilometers, by the way. Radbeul Ost, Platform 2. Okay, unless the next signal is showing us anything else. Ah, this is why we're going back to the main track. That makes sense then. that's why we were not supposed to go line speed. So the next signal here is probably going to be now... Well, I don't know. I'm not assuming anything at the moment until I actually see it. Okay. Yeah, there it is. We're good to go. .25 kilometers. And by the way, I didn't mention that yet, but this train has also AFB, which is basically cruise control. Oh, what's coming up there is another regional, I think. Or maybe not. We are 2 kilometers from our next stop here. So slowly but surely, I'll take a little bit here of the speed away. Yeah, we lost a bit of time, but that's okay. All things considered, I think we're still doing well. Badebeul Ost, platform 2, exit to your left. I always feel like the AI trains are hammering way hotter into the stations than I am, but just because, well, I don't want to miss a station, because if you miss a station, then that's the end of the scenario, and for us, that would be rather sad. So I could be wrong, but I'm thinking there's maybe 1 or 2 more stations. Oh boy, yeah. Now we lost a little bit of time, but all doors closed. Off we go again. See if we can make up a little bit of time. Gonna keep that around 500 amps. Oh wow, another IC. Nice. I like it. I honestly think I am going to drive one of these here for another video here very soon. So if you want to see more, then let me encourage you to come over to my channel. Man, if you think that those signals are easy, I don't know. I don't know. 4.6 kilometers to go. Oh, now it's getting interesting here. There is 70, and this one we have to acknowledge. And there we go down to 60. All right. Oh, it's getting really interesting here. But honestly, guys, the main thing is, in situations like that, not to get panicky. Just do whatever needs to be done. There's 70 again. But there is really no reason for us at this point to, well, do any major acceleration or deceleration. Because, oh, what is this? Another region? No, yes, it is so. Not our stop here, though. Oh, what? 60. The white one, I do believe, denotes that it's an advanced signal. There's actually quite a bit over a curve here. That's why everything is getting slowed down and whatnot. So that our passengers have a halfway pleasant ride here. Dresden Neustadt Platform 3. Wow, that is a impressive station. That is a impressive station indeed. So it must be pretty much our last stop then, I would assume. Or second to last. There's Neustadt Platform 3, exit to your right. Somebody was sneezing. And next stop, Dresden Mitte, Platform 4. Hey, I'm pretty good at that, ain't I? I'm gonna try to keep the amps around, yeah, right around that 500 mark. That seems to be pretty good. And we are, after all, already getting stopped again here in 1.3 kilometers plus. Our line speed here is only 80. Wow. I have to say though, what a nice track. Now it's 60 even. What is that over here? Is that a mosque? No way. "200 meters. Dresden Mitte. Platform 4. Exit left." I mean, all things considered, we were good with our times up until... Yeah, I don't know. At some point we lost a little bit of time, but that's all things considered. As I said, I think we're still, it's still reasonable. Like complexity-wise, there is just nothing like Train Simulator, honestly. Alright. And now we are off to our last stop, ladies and gentlemen. Dresden Hauptbahnhof, platform 5, in 2.18 kilometers. And you can see there's a temporary speed reduction coming. 60. Oh, I think it's a temporary anyway. And I guess it makes sense because we are coming now towards our last stop into the main railroad station in Dresden. And since it's platform 5, I'm assuming they probably have us going all kinds of wonky ways. So there's no acknowledging this one, or there was no magnet. There's no acknowledging this one, or there is no magnet, and plus the white. Now this one here, however, I do have to acknowledge. Also, we have to reduce speed because 40 is coming up. There's 40. Interesting, look at this. I wonder what that is all about. With these concrete very interesting. Yeah, you definitely want to be drive quality -8. Yeah, I'm sorry. But I don't want to have it run away on us either, so... Platform 5, exit to your right. This, ladies and gentlemen, is where we arrive.
Sifa.
Move in, move in, move in, move in, move in. And here we are. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you enjoyed this trip as much as I did. I hope, well, actually, let's turn everything off here. Go. Open the doors. Set that. And turn off Zifa. And we can turn off the ESRB. Everything is disabled. And yeah, this is it, as they say. Our final stop here in Dresden. And I do hope you enjoyed it. Again, thank you very much. Yeah, for being part of this. Now we're just gonna see how well we did. Well done, the scenario is completed. Speeding, speeding, speeding. Well, you know, overall. But then it got us. You scored 0. Oh well, it is what it is. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to visit me on my channel, The Northern Alex, also on Twitch, The Northern Alex. And yeah, until next time, thank you again for Dovetail, or to Dovetail, for inviting me to this. And until next time, signing off. God bless.
There's a microphone working now. Excellent. Right, that's it for this evening, folks. Let me just bring up tomorrow's schedule so we can see what tomorrow's schedule is all about. We have Jamie and his Swiss Masterclass from 8 o'clock through till 9:30. We have Blue Games on Train Sim 2021 running some Canadian National for an hour. And then Jamie is back again running some content from Steam Workshop. And I believe he is going to be taking part in some scenario, one of the scenarios that he failed previously. So he has been practicing and will show us how it's supposed to be done. So there you go, folks. Thanks very much for watching this evening. I do hope you enjoyed the videos and the session with myself and JD earlier on. Big thank you to GameTech and to Northern Alex there for the videos. Come along and join Jamie tomorrow, folks, and give him some support. Thanks very much. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.